The police department's drone first responder program has reached a big milestone.
The first of its kind program has led to more than 20,000 missions that were supported using these special drones. And Chula Vista Police Chief Roxana Kennedy is joining us now to talk more about all this. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Well, this has been around since 2018. It's groundbreaking. It's the first of its kind. You're kind of the test case. Explain to us what makes this so special.
Well, you have to understand when officers go out in the field, oftentimes they have no idea what they're getting themselves into, what they're going to be responding to. And so having a drone give aerial overwatch, kind of to share with the officers exactly what's happening prior to them getting there, makes all the difference. And I like to say that I don't believe that officers, we don't have a crystal ball. I know everyone else thinks we do and that we know what we're going into. And, you know, we're going to see some examples that show how important it is to provide real-time information to officers so that they can make better decisions.
So the drones are even like a first responder to the first responders.
They respond in an average of 90 seconds. And you know that when somebody has a tragic incident occurring, seconds matter. And so it's super important to me as the chief of police to be able to provide innovative tools like this that really help our officers make better decisions as well as help our community.
And keep them safe, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and let's talk about these numbers. 20,000 missions in just a few years here. So let's break them down. So you've got like 2,800, I think, the number of times that the drones actually played a role. We have some of the stats right here. Over 4,000 times that officers did not even need to respond because of the drones. And then over 14,000 times that the drone was actually first on the scene. That is amazing.
That's 75% of the time the drone gets there first. And the drone is providing, like I say, our cell phones. We can see them on our cell phones. And it'll give you situational awareness so that you can look at the scene and you can determine what's your best avenue of approach. Or sometimes it's better to just stay back and let the person de-escalate on their own.
Yeah, it's like a recon mission.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about some of the specific things, these instances that you've had, because we have some video to support some of it. And I know in one instance, it saved a man who was on fire and in dire need. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, my officers, I'm awfully proud of them because what I want people to know is that these officers put themselves in harm's way so often for someone that they don't even know. And that's really what service is. And we're gonna get to see a video where a call came out over the air and it was of a fire on the freeway. And for those that know, CHP usually monitors and is the one that responds on the freeway. And you'll see here that the drone operator.
So this is what your officers are seeing on their phone.
So the call came out and location was given. The location was from a citizen who wasn't completely sure. Officers were responding to a different area. The drone went up and said, wait a minute, this is the actual location. Could you imagine if an officer got on the freeway at the wrong location and then had to backtrack? That's seconds that would make all the difference. So they were able to get to that location, and as the video goes forward, you would see that we have infrared on the drones. You can see where the heat source is. It directed the officers in. As the officers got there, the car was so fully engulfed that they didn't believe that anyone was even in the vehicle. And actually there was a man inside the vehicle and he was screaming, and that's a cry that's a really difficult thing to hear. And the officers just went into action and were able to pull this gentleman out through the rear window and save his life.
So this is saving lives on both ends for the first responders as well as people who might be in an emergency situation. Why aren't more departments doing it?
I think that anything new in funding makes it challenging for agencies. You know, this was not funded by our city at first. It was funded by our community through our police foundation. And then we were able to prove the value of this program, and now the city is 100% involved in supporting this program.
Let's take a look at another clip if we can very quickly here. This is a call about a man that maybe had a weapon or something like that. So we have that clip, we can show it, but as it turned out, thank goodness the drone helped out to help the officers here. What actually happened?
This video I saw in 2019, and a call comes out with a man with a gun at a local taco shop. And I was watching this video, and you can imagine being passerbys or citizens that are there, calls are all coming in of a man with a gun. But actually, really what happened in this case, you know, I was watching as he put the gun up to his mouth, and I thought, for goodness sakes, is he going to commit suicide in front of us? And he actually pulled out a cigarette and lit the cigarette, and you could see the smoke coming out. And you can imagine the difference that that would make to an officer as you're responding, right? Your mindset is that there's a man with a gun. when they change it up and they say that it is a man that is, it appears to be a cigarette lighter, it kind of changes your response. Still vigilant, still careful, but that's sometimes where tragedies come into play because, like I said, we don't have a crystal ball and we don't know what we're going into. So having the capability of having technology like this, in my opinion, is a game changer.
And you can just tell that you're beaming with pride over this program. You're telling people about it all around the world. What do you want to see happen with this?
Well, I believe we're at the forefront right now after a little bit over 5 years of Chula Vista kind of leading this and sharing our story. And we believe that we should share our story with other agencies because this is such an important tool for law enforcement. I'm hopeful that legislation is the challenge that we deal with right now. There's a lot of legislation out there, and there's a lot of misinformation about how drones are utilized. Sometimes people from the community believe it's surveillance. It's not surveillance.
Right. Privacy issues.
We're responding to actual calls for service. So we're not just randomly patrolling through our city. And we listen to the voice of our community. We provide historical data where they can go back within 24 hours and see all the flight maps of where our drone flew. We fly right now from 4 locations in Chula Vista, so we have complete coverage of 52 square miles. So think about the fact that we can get information to our officers in 90 seconds to 2 minutes that is vital, important, and critical. And really, I will fight forever to continue with technology for good because I believe it is so important to make sure that these officers have what they need to do their job and protect the community.
And themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Chief Kennedy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, really interesting conversation about the program, and congratulations on its success so far, 20,000 missions. Thank you.